Why did the United States and Mexico go to war in 1846? And how did this conflict lead to Mexico losing about half of its territory? Let's break down the Mexican-American War. The story really starts with Texas in 1836. American settlers in the Mexican state of Texas declared independence, forming the Republic of Texas. This was a huge point of tension. Mexico never officially recognized Texas's independence and warned the United States that annexing it would mean war. Fast forward to 1845, the United States, fueled by the idea of manifest destiny, the belief that it was destined to expand across the continent, did exactly what Mexico warned against. President James K. Polk annexed Texas, making it the 28th state. But annexation wasn't the only issue. There was also a major border dispute. The U.S. claimed the Rio Grande as the southern border of Texas, while Mexico insisted the border was the Nueces River. Further north, this left a huge chunk of disputed territory between the two rivers. To assert the U.S. claim, President Polk sent troops under General Zachary into this disputed zone. From Mexico's perspective, this was a full-blown invasion of their sovereign land. In April 1846, Mexican cavalry attacked a U.S. patrol near the Rio Grande. This was the spark Polk was waiting for. He went to Congress and declared that Mexico had shed American blood upon the American soil. On May 13, 1846, Congress declared war. The war was fought on multiple fronts. The U.S. military had superior artillery and a more organized command structure, which gave them a significant advantage. American forces quickly moved into what is now New Mexico and California. The Bear Flag Revolt, led by American settlers in California, helped secure that territory for the U.S. Meanwhile, General Zachary won a series of key battles in northern Mexico, like the Battle of Monterrey and the Battle of Buena Vista, making him a national hero. But the decisive campaign was led by General Winfield. In a bold move, his army landed by sea at Veracruz and began an audacious march inland toward Mexico City, following a similar route that Hernán Cortés took centuries earlier. After a series of hard-fought battles, including the famous Battle of Chapultepec, where young military cadets known as the Niños Heroes made their last stand, the American forces captured Mexico City in September 1847. With its capital occupied, Mexico had no choice but to surrender. The war officially ended with the signing of the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo on February 2, 1848. The terms of the treaty were staggering. Mexico was forced to cede a massive amount of land to the United States. This territory, known as the Mexican Cession, included all of present-day California, Nevada, and Utah, as well as parts of Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Wyoming. In exchange, the U.S. paid Mexico $15 million and agreed to assume $3.25 million in debt owed by the Mexican government to American citizens. In a single treaty, Mexico lost about 55% of its pre-war territory. The Gadsden Purchase in 1854 would later add another small piece of land to the U.S., finalizing the current U.S.-Mexico border. The war had profound consequences for the United States. It was a massive territorial gain that propelled its westward expansion and fulfilled the vision of manifest destiny. However, it also intensified the debate over slavery, as the question of whether these new territories would be free or slave states pushed the nation closer to civil war. For Mexico, the war was a national trauma. The loss of so much land and the military defeat left deep scars on the national psyche and led to a long period of political instability. So, the Mexican-American War was more than just a border dispute. It was a pivotal conflict driven by American expansionism that redrew the map of North America and shaped the destinies of both nations for generations to come. I hope this explanation helps you understand this crucial piece of history.